Welcome to Week 6 of High School Playbook. John Johnson alongside my partner in crime, Chanel Porter. Chanel, this was a week of firsts for us.
What even happened?
I don't know. Mother Nature decided you guys had 5 clean weeks. Yeah. I'm bringing the rain this one.
And we were anticipating the rain. However, these games got started, most of them, and then it got a little messy.
It got a little messy, a little soggy out there. We might have been a little soggy ourselves. Now, the top teams in the state so far have looked every bit the part of it through the first 5 weeks of the season. Grimsley, perfect 4-0, but more impressively, they've done it without quarterback Faison Brandon, who was injured in the first game of the season. But what a revelation it's been by the play of Western Guilford this year, Chanel. At 4-1 on the year, Western has already matched their win total from last season. Homecoming night at Grimsley. Elliott Dillon is your homecoming queen, and the king, football star Casey Barnes. Royalty or not, Barnes bringing the goods Friday night as they lead 59-0 at the half. Now Western Guilford down big but hanging tough. Caleb Moore finds Jackie Neal for pay dirt. 5 yards on the score as the Hornets get on the board. The Whirlies must have been annoyed with that score. Amari Watson and Hayden Rogers clogging up the middle for the stuff. Now Grimsley back on offense. Brady Lowe continues to cook. The pop pass to freshman Jordan Davis, and Davis is out the gate and into the open field, and they're not going to get him. 62 yards to the crib as Grimsley stays unbeaten with a 66-6 win.
That's called simply unstoppable right there. We'll highlight it as part of the Great American Rivalry Series. Page and Dudley renewing their rivalry. The home team, the Panthers, starting out with the rock, putting it in the hands of Robert McCullum. He punches it in from 4 yards out to make it 6-0 Dudley off the bat. Pirates are looking to answer right back. Jameer Sesley will find the seam. He's shot out of the cannon, fighting for every last yard to move the chains. It's only right that later in the drive, he will cap things off. Initially going one way, but fighting in from the other side to make it 7-6 Page after one. Into the second quarter now, Dudley's not going down without a fight. Braden Jeffries looking to an open Vermont Carmack in the land of 6 as the Panthers go on to win it 21-17.
Now, 1 year ago, Western North Carolina suffered through one of the most horrific storms in our state's history with Hurricane Helene. All week, we tried to honor our Western communities as they build back. Now, part of that build back was the return of football. Both Wilkes Central and North Wilkes are off to their best starts in several seasons. For North Wilkes, they're off to their best start since 2022. For Wilkes Central, their 3 wins already exceed last year's win total. It's our game of the week, one of 2 game of the weeks this week. And we did all that setup, Chanel, for Mother Nature to say, not today. My least favorite footage to shoot, but I will call it the Mark Larson special, my old boss. After a 30-minute weather delay for Lightning, Friday night's game between North Wilkes and Wilkes Central was postponed until Monday night at 6 o'clock. I built it up, Chanel.
You tried your best with that one. Well, if one game of the week was nice, 2 is even better on this special edition of High School Playbook. Staying out in Wilkes County, this longtime rivalry is entering new territory. After years of being a non-conference game, West Wilkes and East Wilkes meeting in conference play this season. For the Blackhawks, they enter Friday night having just defeated Wilkes Central for the 2nd straight season last week. As for East Wilkes, they've won 2 in a row, averaging 38 points per game in the span. East is up 14-6 with 1 minute until the half. West is in the red zone and looking to score. They turn to the ground game. Hayden Gentry gets them inside the 10. This sets up the field goal before the half. Parker Gilrath is good through the uprights to cut that Cardinal lead to 14-9. But it couldn't be a game of the week without it getting interesting. You can see the lightning flash at the half. The rain is coming down. We enter a nearly 2-hour weather delay. East will put their foot on the gas after that break, though, winning big 27-9.
Continuing our western swing, Ashe County visiting the Bucking Elks of Elkin on homecoming. Bucking Elks up 7-0. Opening possession for Ashe County, and it's red zone time. Bryce Peters hands it off to Riley Estes, who's in for the score. We're all tied up at 7. Now, ensuing Elkin possession, Hector Hernandez dumps it off to Alex Otello, who hits the crazy spin move. He's not going down without a fight. He's got some space in front of him. He's across midfield. He's still going. He's into the red zone, setting up the Bucking Elks down inside the 10. Now later in the drive, Hernandez fakes the handoff, and he's calling his own number for the score as Elkin regains the lead at 14-7. Still in the first as these guys still want to celebrate. Ashe County back with the rock. Peters is going to fake the handoff, and he fakes out the camera guy, but he's got no one in front of him for 6. Both teams just trading punches in this first as we are all tied up at 14. This game, too, would go into a weather delay at halftime with the score 24-17 Ashe County. We don't know if they're still playing or not.
Well, I hope you're not tired of the rain just yet. Our game of the weeks aren't the only ones facing these weather impacts. After more than an hour weather delay, Rockingham County and Walkertown also postponed Friday night. The makeup date for that game is yet to be determined.
Here's some scores that did go final on a Friday night as well. Forbush taking down Atkins 29-7 the final there, and Ben L. Smith with the win over those Cowboys of Southwest 15-7 the final there. We are halfway through our special edition of High School Playbook, Chanel, but there's still much more football to go, much more rain to deal with as well, but we still got some good stuff to feature.
That was an eventful first half, but yes, lots more to come. We've also got our weekly staples when it comes to highlights just ahead. Reedsville hits the road after taking down Walkertown last week in our game of the week, and can Carver stay unbeaten?
Plus, we unveil our High School Playbook Plays of the Week. Stick tight, more High School Playbook straight ahead.